Dirk van Duijvenbode nimmt es auf mit dem erfolgreichsten Spieler aus dem deutschsprachigen Raum überhaupt. Er ist inzwischen einer aus den Top 10 als aktuelle Nummer 7 der Welt. Er hat ein tolles Jahr 2016 gespielt, konnte das European Tour Turnier von Riesa gewinnen. Er stand im Finale der European Darts Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, aus Wien, the gentle Mensur Suljovic! Und Caller dieser Partie ist the Puppy George Noble.
Sometimes in sport we talk about contrasts of styles. You won't get a more brutal illustration or a more perfect illustration of that right now, because we have the Titan up against the gentle. Dirk van Duijvenbode with his, well, thunderous approach onto the stage, and then the Tina Turner inspired simply the best for Mensur Suljovic. That is what we have in store right now for you on stage on the second evening of the Happy Bet European Darts Match Play. Mensur Suljovic seeded 3 here this weekend, a finalist in Gibraltar last time out and a winner on the European Tour last year, up against hardcore Dirk van Duijvenbode, looking to back up his opening win against Darren Webster yesterday. Paul Nicholson back alongside me for this one. An assault on the senses, first and foremost, from Dirk van Duijvenbode. Do you think he's got what it takes to see off Mensur here?
He's definitely got the game, and he's got the scoring power to stay with Suljovic. But I just got to put my personal sixpence into this. I've never been so happy to hear Tina Turner with Simply the Best. I love the things that darts brings to the table. I love things that are different. But am I a fan of happy hardcore to that extent? No, I'm not. But I'm happy to watch good darts.
First leg, Mensur to throw first.
Which
game on
is just as well, because that is what we're about to see, I think. Although they will both have to produce something pretty good to cap what we've just seen from Dave Chisnell. First ton plus average of the weekend from Chizzy
70
in seeing off James Wilson. But Suljovic has produced ton plus averages on the European Tour before.
100.
That will do Van Duijvenbode's average the world of good. I was just about to say he averaged only 87 yesterday in seeing off Darren Webster, but he's out of the blocks and firing already. But then again, look at Suljovic here, looking to respond in kind with one of his own. This match has come alive already.
Well, there's the one, Dirk. Dirk is an adrenaline player. I've watched him play from the commentary position for over a year now. I just get the feeling that he needs to keep the intensity up if he's going to beat players of the caliber of Suljovic. Once he drops and he lets his adrenaline just dissipate, he loses focus, he gets the tiniest bit lazy. But look at him chuntering to himself, just trying to keep that intensity up. I think that's the right thing to do.
Yeah. Well, Suljovic is on a bogey number here.
Well, Mensur's got to be buoyed by the fact that he's had his best showing of the season
60
just a few weeks ago in Gibraltar, which was rather hot. And it's very hot in here tonight.
100.
And it's not going to get any colder, so you better just get used to it, guys. Suljovic can play in any arena, any temperature.
And any environment as well. 52 away. 16s then for the first leg for the Austrian.
74.
He didn't like that.
If you require 90.
Now what's Dirk going to do? Is he going to 20th? No, he's going to bullet.
Didn't see where that's gone. It's 12. 50. Yeah, he made a bit of a dog's dinner of that, didn't he?
Yeah, I'm not sure I agree with that
32.
route of going for 90. You've got to guarantee yourself a shot. And I think the 20s is the safe way to go there.
He shows the first leg.
Nothing insecure about that double 16 shot from the Austrian.
There's the Bulls team, by the way. Mick Lang and Cristo Reyes is in that stable, and his Spanish World Cup teammate Antonio Alcinas is down there as well. I think Mike Dedecker's watching on as well. Yeah, that was a chance for Van Duijvenbode. 90 away, hits the first 25, 59. And then went for the I presume went for the second 25. And
I mentioned before we started this game that he does have the scoring power. He's already shown that. And what he doesn't want to do is he doesn't want to get too close to Suljovic.
100.
And he doesn't want to encroach, because the third referee behind the stage will pull him on it.
So the rule is nothing on the black area,
34.
even if one of the foot is on the red.
I'm sure there's a bullseye pun in there somewhere.
Yeah, I can't think what it is. Well, it's all well and good Van Duijvenbode scoring heavily, but
59.
we've seen it before with him, you know, his decision-making processes, and he just has to watch his step here against a player of his calibre. Double 16 then for Van Duijvenbode to level things up.
He shows in the second leg, Van Duijvenbode.
And he does. So one apiece.
I'll say one thing when it comes to Dirk, it's never dull. And it's never dull usually with Suljovic.
60.
He's brought a brand of darts in the last year, and I never really, from a darts fan perspective, really enjoyed watching Suljovic. I definitely didn't like playing against him because I've never beaten him. But over the course of the last year, when I've been commentating on the European Tour, I really have warmed to what he brings, because he does this, he scores heavily, he brings a different brand of finishing, and what's more, he smiles a lot. And that's something that a lot of players don't do.
The other thing is, he's really resilient. I think he's one of the most resilient players out there in terms of, you know, he could find himself 5-1, 5-2 down, and yet you always suspect with him that he has got something up his sleeve.
He's got a silent confidence about him that can't be quantified, really.
Yeah, I mean, the bulk of the stuff I've seen him play has been on the European Tour, and for me, he has to be one of the toughest cookies out there. And you just look at his recent record in Europe as well. Finalist in Gibraltar, quarter-finalist in Saarbrücken, quarter-finals in Hildesheim, semi-finals Hildesheim last year. Won it, of course, in Riesa. Finalist in the European Darts Trophy. Had his chances in that final against Van Gerwen as well.
60.
And it's little wonder he is where he is at this moment in time.
Duijvenbode has taken the game to Suljovic right now, especially with a 162.
162.
It's one way to leave double 8, I guess.
Well, Van Duijvenbode here with a great opportunity for a break, especially with Suljovic
45.
spraying over to the
16.
fives with his first two darts. Double 4 for Van Duijvenbode, double 2. Won't want to mess about too much longer.
He shows in the third leg.
Doesn't.
Van Duijvenbode.
Well, one thing's for sure, he can't wait to get to the board. He really can't.
I don't think those boos and cheers were for Van Duijvenbode. I think there was something else going on. Anyway.
You never know. Suljovic is the only
German-speaking player.
Well, German-speaking player left in the tournament, so maybe he's the new home favourite.
Well, especially with Whitlock on as well. That's Peter Wright.
Yeah, he may as well be German.
May as well be German, given his fan base here.
I can't think of another guy who's got his own song.
91.
Well, I know we've got Oh Michael van Gerwen, but Du hast die Haare schön. Well, Dirk van Duijvenbode's got beautiful earrings.
58.
Now, Mensah's been a bit deliberate here. He just feels that something hasn't clicked yet, and he's just trying to find his range. And as an opponent, that'll just grind on you a little bit, but I think it's smart. Because he just takes his time, he does his own thing.
I think whatever happens here this weekend, I think it's fairly safe to say that Suljovic is certainly into his stride as far as this particular campaign is concerned, this particular season is concerned. He missed the UK Open qualifiers at the start of the year for family reasons. So his first appearance of the year wasn't until the Masters at the end of January. He made the quarterfinals there. And then he had a month off, returned at the First Players Championship event in Barnsley, made the last 16 there. So he quickly got back into his stride, and that was encouraging. He could have really struggled to get back into his rhythm, but I mean, he clearly played darts while he was off the circuit anyway, if you know what I mean. He was practicing regularly, so I've been told. And he was a fairly recent semi-finalist in one of the Players' Championship events as well. 2 quarter-finals on the back of that as well.
And you know what,
60.
Rob? The schedule does put pressure, not just on the player, with all the travelling and the practicing and the playing, but it puts stress on family situations, and sometimes someone who's so family-oriented like Mensah is, to make the sacrifice of UK Open completely just goes to show what kind of a man he actually is. He's family-oriented and he puts that first. And when else is he going to get some time off?
Yeah.
He might have a bit of time off in August.
60.
That's about it. 60 for Duijvenbode for a 3-1 lead.
A long way north.
40.
That's completely overcompensated.
You require 110.
Wouldn't put it past him here. Suljovic. Well, perfect first dart. Now then, he's just checking where Van Duijvenbode is sitting on 20. So, yep, double 16 then.
94. You require 20.
So to consolidate the break and open up a 3-1 lead here, Dirk Van Duijvenbode. That is exactly what he's done. Not too much celebration from the crowd greeting that third leg for Van Duijvenbode, but he will care not one jot about that.
Yeah, it's fair to say, I think we know who the crowd are supporting.
100.
Well, this is his 4th match of this campaign, 2 in qualifying. Ian Konterman and Zoran Lerchbacher were swept aside, 6-2, 6-3. Darren Webster yesterday.
99.
And so far so good against the number 3 seed Mensah Suljovic. We have already lost the number 4 seed Simon Whitlock, and also Kim Huybrechts has fallen by the wayside as well.
100.
2 European Tour champions eliminated already.
Now Dirk keeps dropping his darts. Maybe just a few nerves.
100.
And we must stress that, you know, people have tweeted me and asked me in the past what counts as a foul dart. Well, if there's forward momentum with the dart from the throwing hand, then that would be classed as actually thrown. But if you just
83.
drop it straight down, then you can retrieve it and throw it. It's a bit like American football. It's not an interception unless you actually have
26.
forward momentum of a throwing arm.
Well, Van Duijvenbode mustn't get carried away here. The big story for him, or the big milestone for him potentially here, is that he will, if he wins this, be through to the 3rd
60.
round of the Euro Tour event for the first time in his career. He made his debut in Europe at the German Darts Championship 3 years ago. He beat Brian Woods before losing to Wes Newton as he taps in another 140 to close it. Suljovic now is down on a finish. Van Duijvenbode is lurking. 2 first-round exits last year, and he hasn't gone beyond the 2nd round this year so far. Suljovic looking at double 19.
120. 136.
That would have really hurt.
Yeah, you just get the feeling that Suljovic is looking for a catalyst. Just someone to get him motivated. Maybe a little headbutt celebration
58.
just to get him revved up.
38.
Is he going to split this? He might go 10 double 14.
I think he is. He's playing his banker here. Oh.
He's short to the 5th leg. Mensah Suljovic.
Unerring, absolutely unerring at times on double 14. We make the point time and time again, he is not over-reliant on double 14. He's by no means a one. Or
Mensah, you require
take an unnecessary risk with his fitness, injury and well-being.
That's it.
Suljovic, 116. This for another hold of throw. He's clawed his way back into contention. He was 3-1 down, let's not forget.
76.
Well, he will be back.
Oh, that little gesture from Suljovic was as if to say, how dare that dart not dive into tops? You're supposed 65. To do what I tell you what to do.
Well, he does it all the time.
So you require
this is the thing,
40.
It's almost become like an instantaneous reaction from Suljovic every time he misses a double.
If I was one of his darts, I'd do what I was told. It's as simple as that. Tops it is.
Getting closer.
Got to go at the right side.
20.
Well, he did, but he again undercooked it. Yes. Double 18. Oh, look at Duijvenbode's reaction there.
Duijvenbode.
How's your Dutch ball? What did he say?
Not a clue. I think it was something quite aggressive. But I get the feeling now that his adrenaline level's up again, he might play well in this leg. That was massive in the context of this match. That was Suljovic's leg all day long, and a couple of missed darts at tops. And it's a different 94.
Match. Yeah, he stemmed the tide there. Really thought Suljovic was going to nail that one, but Suljovic has just hit the buffers here. Can he get back on track? The break from Suljovic is met by an instant break back by the Dutchman.
100.
24 years old, Dirk van Duijvenbode from Katwijk aan Zee. A player who we will see next in Austria as well. He's made it through to Vienna, and he could be making it through to the third round here in Hamburg as well. It's another big visit from the big man.
I think it's fair to say that Suljovic might be in a little bit of bother here.
87.
But we re-emphasise the point, he has found himself in bother before. But look at this from Dirk van Duijvenbode. There is absolutely no stopping him now, and he's on for an 11-dart hold of throw here, and that would leave him one leg away from glory.
Well, fair play to the guys doing the cameras, because they've shown us just how accurate he is on that straight treble 20 over the last six darts, sorry. Double 16, what a leg of darts.
That was clean, precise, deadly, absolutely lethal from van Duijvenbode. Two legs on the spin, back-to-back 180s, 11-dart leg. Suljovic fighting for his life here.
I hate to beat my own drum, but I did say after he hit that 116, when his adrenaline's up, he's going to have a good leg. 11-darter. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, and the rest isn't too bad either, just that 19-dart leg. He won't care one jot about that 19-dart leg when he went 3-1 up, because that was the all-important consolidation of the break that came before. So
100.
This is all about entering uncharted territory, and whatever happens this weekend, van Duijvenbode will catapult himself back into the top 32 on the European Order of Merit as well. He'll do his overall Pro Tour Order of Merit ranking the world of good as well. And
140.
That is central to everything here. Never mind 19 dart legs. He will not care one iota.
140.
Keep winning matches and you're doing yourself a lot of favours. Just keep winning.
And let the ranking points take care of themselves.
He's not going to go for the ball.
89.
It's the right thing to do.
Yeah, he just had a quick check of where van Duijvenbode was. He's on 181.
46.
Can we see 3 legs in a row from the gentle? There's one of them.
Well, I think we can. There's no doubt about it. We can see it. Whether we will or not is a very, very different question indeed.
10th leg, Dirk to throw first.
This is not beyond him by any stretch of the imagination. And van Duijvenbode, he'll be saying to himself, okay, one hold of throw and I'm there. That is easier said than done.
96.
Here, you know, this is a leg he'll be playing in between the ears as well as playing it with his hands.
If you're allowed coaches, he'll be telling Suljovic right now, just keep it calm.
105.
Don't give him any ammunition. Just chip away at him.
And hope for some slip-ups like this, although he's recovered
85.
well. 85.
It's 85s and 90 odds now when it was 180s.
Scoreboard's playing catch-up here, by the way, so Suljovic is looking to make further inroads. I think he started off with a 95.
140.
Yeah, I think it was a 105. He went for the ball on last shot,
yeah.
so... There it is again from Duijvenbode.
190.
And there's a wink to his entourage as if to say, I've got this one. Don't get too cocky too soon, because Suljovic is coming back at you. Here he comes.
Oh, sound advice, Paul. Do not get carried away, Dirk van Duijvenbode. There is still a lot of work to be done. And Suljovic is there, lurking, and there he's found a 4. And that's the danger. Van Duijvenbode, I think, guilty of premature celebration.
76.
Suljovic, you wouldn't put it past him here.
Well, if Suljovic hits this 76, it'd be like a 2x4 in the back of Van Duijvenbode.
Lovely,
Tops, what
lovely
a lie.
second dart that was. Tops for Suljovic.
Bang!
This is Suljovic.
Never count him out.
Lesson learned there for Dirk van Duijvenbode, I feel. And we are into a deciding leg. And that is just typical of Mensor's.
11th and final leg,
He sort of
Mensur to
hinted
throw
at what might
first.
come early
Game
on in
on.
this match by saying he's very resilient, he's a tough street fighting dart player. Even when he's 5-2, 5-1 down, you never write him off. I've seen it so many times, especially on the European tour. He is so good at doing that.
125.
He just unsettles players so well.
He's brilliant at it. And it's got to be admired. It's as simple as that. I don't know whether he saw the wink. I'm sure he didn't, actually. But the thing is, Suljovic played that situation like he had a violin and he was part of the London Symphony Orchestra. It was just perfect.
Yeah.
60.
Well, Van Duijvenbode's 43. Hasn't really been punished as much as it could have been. And there's just a little bit of edginess about Van Duijvenbode. Every time he steps forward now, he knows that he's got to do something significant, and it's just ramping up the pressure. Perslips from George Noble. He's in two minds as to which way this one's going to go. Suljovic looking to take control here, though.
100.
Well, tons are good in last leg shootouts, but Suljovic is not happy with it. That ton looks very good now, though.
Yeah, and Van Duijvenbode, well, I would not want to be a wall in the players' room if he loses this one, put it that way. I'm not saying he's going to go and infiltrate damage or anything, but you get my gist.
Yes. Going to stay, or is he going to go downstairs?
59.
He wants more than that. He just wants to give himself a cushion, doesn't he? He's making things stressful for himself and the fans.
He's on a finish, it's a big one.
60.
But Van Duijvenbode is just giving him all the encouragement he needs here. 6 starts at least here for Suljovic to see himself through, to set up another meeting with Daryl Gurney. Gibraltar semi-final all over again, potentially on the cards here. Now then, ooh, treble 19 would have left tops.
That would have got the crowd off their seats.
Well, that'll do nicely. That will do very nicely indeed. That's an American Express shot, that from Mensur Suljovic. Double 12.
140.
Too little, too late, maybe from Van Duijvenbode. Only time will tell.
24.
But this is just Mensur Suljovic's sort of atmosphere and sort of situation. He loves this normally. 2 darts away. He's getting closer. Maybe hope for Van Duijvenbode yet.
12.
And there is hope for Van Duijvenbode.
Just when you think it's all over, we have a sniff. He has double 19. He's not even thinking about it. Straight for it.
60.
2 missed darts at the match.
What do you think? Well, he didn't think about it. He went straight for it. He had conviction. And he had the courage to go for it. But not necessarily the conviction, I should say. And Suljovic breathes again. What a finale to this one. Well, Van Duijvenbode, he will not guess over this for some time, you feel. Because Mensur Suljovic does not look too many gift horses in the mouth. And Suljovic comes through in 11 legs once again, and that will be very, very crushing for Duijvenbode. Even mental Suljovic can't fathom out how he's managed to survive that one, but it is the Austrian number 3 seed who goes through to the 3rd round here in Hamburg to face Darryl Gurney tomorrow. It's a repeat of their semi-final showdown in Gibraltar, and what an occasion that should be once again. But that was a classic, and Duijvenbode certainly played his part in it. He will know where things went wrong. He will know what he has to do in the future. He will learn from this, I hope, and I'm sure we'll see more of him on the European tour. We will see him in Vienna, in fact, in a couple of weeks' time as well. Don't worry about that. And you hope that he will take some positives out of that. Anyway, here's Suljovic on the way next. Just to remind you very quickly, we've got the defending champion James Wade against Kyle Anderson.
So ein schwieriges Spiel für mich. Ich habe komplett nicht reingefunden in mein Spiel, aber Gott sei Dank habe ich gewonnen. Mehr kann ich nicht sagen.
Weißt du, bei welchem Moment ich gedacht habe, und das ist Menzo, er hätte das vor 2 Jahren noch verloren. 256 Punkte, Rest im vorletzten Leg, und du machst die mit 6 Darts aus. Und damit ist alles wieder offen.
Das ist der alte Menzo, das ist der neue. Und zuerst muss ich der Vini und seine Leute begrüßen. Die haben eine Botschaft geschickt. Die sind alle aus Bochum, das ist eigentlich Hamburg. Und ich möchte herzlich wirklich begrüßen, alle, aber speziell mein Vini. Ich weiß nicht, wo er ist, aber...
Ich auch nicht.
Das werden wir nicht sehen.
Schon interessant, das war das 7. Match gegen Dirk von Duijvenbode. Du hast zum 7. Mal gewonnen. Den Kerl lässt er einfach, dem lässt er nichts übrig.
Aber er spielt absolut spitze. Er gibt nicht auf, weil er ist immer da. Ich habe meine Check leider nicht genützt, sonst schaut komplett anderes aus. Ich habe immer 3 Checkdart vor ihm, aber leider habe ich nicht genützt, und er spielt absolut spitze, muss man Respekt zeigen.
Ja. Menzo, ganz schwieriges Match, gratuliere dir, großer Sport. Menzo Suljovic, the Gentle, er bleibt uns